Okay, it is an absolutely horrendous evening here in Musselburgh, pouring with driving rain. I'm just going to shoot this video to give you a chance to see a bit more of the van that I'm selling just now. It's a 3.5 litre petrol with an LPG conversion Elgrand, Nissan Elgrand 2002. I'll just do a 360 around the van just now. And you can see the paintwork. Hopefully it's a wee bit dark, light's fading a wee bit, but hopefully you can get a good impression of the van, and you can see that it's in very good condition. Alloys are good, paintwork's fantastic, no rust. Just go continue around the van here. I'm going to come up against a wall, so might not be able to give you a great image of the back, but I'll do my best. So just coming round to the back, you'll see obviously the pop roof and top is in a flattened position at the moment. That lifts up from the inside of the vehicle and gives you the possibility of sleeping two people up there. My son, who is 6'4", has slept up there a couple of times in the last year, so had a good sleep. So just going round to the back of the van, tow bar, as you'll see, it's a 02 plate, Elgrand, Highway Star. Again, you can see the paintwork's quite intact again. Basically, very good condition for the year. There's the electrical hookup just on the side. Petrol flap. The LPG goes in at the back, just where the tow bar is, just to the right of the tow bar. And obviously certain stations you'll be able to fill up with LPG gas, which gives you the beauty of effectively doubling the miles per gallon, because LPG's just over half the price of a gallon of petrol, so it's a good thing to use if you can. So again, coming round the side of the van, just look at the alloys and the paintwork. Another sliding door, two sliding doors. The one on the driver's side here is a manual sliding door. The one on the passenger side is electric, so I can show you that in a wee minute. I'm just going to go into the van now, passenger side, so that you can see inside. It's a very clean car. Hopefully you can see that. Grey interior, it's kind of two-tone grey, which lends itself to the matching conversion, which New Dawn Conversions carried out for me. They're based in Wednesbury, near Wolverhampton. I took the van down there because they specialise in Nissan Elgrands. So they have all the kit to do it. It took them a week to do the conversion, but if you Google them, you'll see their Google reviews are top notch. They made a cracking job, so it was a bit of a trek, my son and I going down, dropping off the van with them in Wolverhampton, leaving it for a week and then going back down again from Musselburgh. So a long trip, long days, 2 long days, but it was really worth it in the end. They made a cracking job. Couldn't ask for any more. So fitted curtains all round. I'll go into the side of the van in a wee minute, and I'll show you the conversion close up a wee bit more. The two seats here, so obviously you've got the driver's seat, passenger seat. The two seats in the middle row, and there's a middle bench, they form 3 seat belted seats which spin, so they actually spin to face the way you're driving. So when you're driving you can seat 5 passengers, but in the camping kind of position, obviously you would want the seats to face in towards the table. So that's the position they're in just now, and those 2 seats and the bench then flatten and they back onto the benches under the cushions, the grey cushions at the far side in the conversion. The table collapses, the cushions go over the table, forms the front part of the bed, the flattened seats form the rest of the bed, and what we do or have done is we have a double-sized aero bed which fits absolutely perfectly and gives you a really good sleep. Really good. Bought exactly the right thing. It was a bit of a hit or a miss when I bought it, but it worked out really well, and it's been used once, as I'd mentioned in the advert. So that's in the sale, as well as other camping equipment we have. Now I'm just going to go in through the side door, show you everything a little bit closer up, so just bear with me a wee second. I'll just quickly show you in the passenger seat. So again, hopefully get the impression that that's a DVD player up there, incidentally, that works. And it actually is fed off the car battery rather than the leisure battery, but that's maybe something that if you're to buy the van, that you could get rewired quite easily, I think. So anyway, I'll quickly go into the side of the vehicle. So there's the electric door. I'll just go inside here and give you a little bit of a close-up. It's soaking wet here. So what you have here is obviously two bench seats. There's storage underneath each bench, which is fairly considerable storage. There's a table which I say collapses to form the bed. It's an adjustable table, so you can put it up and put it down. It actually is removable and can fit to the back of the van. There's a rail on the back of the van, and you can adjust the height, and you can actually eat outside if you're camping in the back of the van. I'll show you that in a wee minute. So there's cupboard storage to the left, to the right, and there's a two-shelf cupboard up above. 4 spotlights. I'll show you the sink in the hob unit a wee bit closer up. So as you can probably see, and I hope you can make out, it's absolutely brand new, spotless, been used once. They have fairly attractive covers, black gloss covers, which I'll just put down for a minute and let you see. So it's all very plush. You've got your 240 sockets which are fed off the leisure battery. Over here, first button on the left powers the fridge, which is underneath the table. The second button with the blue light is the under counter LEDs. You've got two 12-volt supplies which you can actually use with an inverter. Just a little gadget where you can feed in a 240-volt supply. The red button there next to the blue one just turns on the voltage. That gives you an indication of the voltage in the leisure battery, which is sitting at 12.4 at the moment, which is about right. And as you're driving the van, the leisure battery charges up. So if you were, say, rough camping, or you're on a site without an electrical hookup, you'd probably get about 24 to 36 hours of power out of the battery if you didn't have a hookup. So I'm just going to turn these off again. Take you around to the back of the van. Bear with me a wee second. That's the door shut. So again, round to the back. Lifting this up, automatic again, diving under here, push up a wee bit. So obviously you're looking into the vehicle from this side, from the back. In there it's a wee bit cluttered because I've got bits and pieces. There's a wee heater in there which is part of the sale. There's basically an on-off switch for your power. When you hook up on a campsite, you just switch on the switches and that powers your 240-volt supply, and there's your leisure battery in there as well. Ventilation to the back of the fridge, and and then there's your water and wastewater tanks. There's camping gas cylinder there as well, which obviously is part of the sale too. So that's probably about it. Hopefully that just gives you a better impression of the van that you maybe just don't make out in the photographs that I've supplied. If there's anything else you need to know, just give me a shout. If the weather wasn't so bad, I'd put the pop roof up as well, but I'm going to go in to get dry. So anyway, thanks for your perseverance and hope to hear from you soon. Okay, bye bye.